Hey everyone, welcome back to Bookish Nook. I'm sorry for my absence. I just got finished my first round of midterms, so that's what's been holding my attention. But today I am bringing you my January wrap-up and February TBR. So this past month I read 7 books and 1 trade paperback, so let's dive in. The first book that I read was Wicked by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I gave this a 5 out of 5 stars. I also did a full video review, so I will link that down below. But all you need to know is I really enjoyed it, and I thought it really spiced things up for the new adult genre because it's really different from what's typically out there. The second book that I read was Hostage by Sherwood Smith and Rachel Brown. I received this as a art copy to review, and it's the second book to Stranger by them, and it was amazing. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. It's definitely a lot better than the first in a bunch of different ways. But if you don't know what this is, it's about this gated town where they're sort of defending it from a king who is trying to steal it from them, and a stranger shows up and sort of changes everything. This book is described as the Wild West meets X-Men because they have different sort of powers, and it's phenomenal. It's full of diverse characters and it's a lot of fun. The trade paperback that I read was Wonder Woman Volume 2 Guts by Brian Azzarello, Cliff Chang, and Tom Atkins. I give this a 5 out of 5 stars as well. I really enjoyed it. Wonder Woman is a badass and I cannot wait to continue. The next book I read was Veronica Mars, Mr. Kiss and Tell by Rob Thomas and Jennifer Graham. This is the second book in the Veronica Mars series. I'm hoping that it is. Give this a 5 out of 5 stars. Amazing. Veronica Mars is one of my absolute favorite fictional characters ever. So if you haven't seen the show, definitely go watch it. Watch the movie, then start picking these up because they do not disappoint. The next book that I read was Never Never by Colleen Hoover and Taryn Fisher. I gave this another 5 out of 5 stars. I read a lot of good books this month, and it is phenomenal. It's sort of like a novella about two people who sort of forget everything and they start finding clues to understand what's going on to them, and it was just absolutely amazing. I cannot wait until the second installment comes out in May. The next book that I read was The Book of Ivy by Amy Engel. I give this a 4 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed the premise of this book. There's a few things that I thought could have been improved on, but overall this was actually pretty fantastic. If you don't know what this is about, it's about this society where two warring factions came to a truce, and the truce was that the losing people had to marry off their daughters to the winning sons of the winning side, obviously. And our main character is sent off to marry the president's son, and her job is to kill him. And a bunch of things happen from there, and it leaves off on an awful cliffhanger, so I cannot wait to read the next installment. The second to last book I read was Flame by Amy Kathleen Ryan. This is the third and final installment in the Sky Chasers trilogy by her, and I give this a 4 out of 5 stars. The entire series is more of a 4 out of 5 stars. It is a fun, exciting space adventure that also has to do with a lot of feminist ideals that were really interesting to read about in this trilogy. I was looking for something similar to Across the Universe, and this is definitely similar to it, although not as good as Across the Universe in my opinion, but definitely worth a read if you enjoyed Across the Universe by Beth Revis, because this offers sort of a similar feel to it. And the last book that I read this month was Volition by Lily Patady. This is an advanced reader copy. I gave this a 5 out of 5 stars. This book is so darkly poetic and beautifully written, and it centers around a girl named Tate McKenna who is sort of running away to New York for a new start. There she meets someone and things sort of unravel from there. I'm going to do a full video review on this, so look out for that. When I film that, I will post a link for that down below. So on to what I am currently reading. I've already read one book for February, and that was The Young Elites by Marie Lu, which I gave a 3 stars out of 5. Didn't enjoy it as much as everyone else did, but if you're looking for some more of my thoughts on that, I wrote a Goodreads review, so I'll leave that link down below for you to check out. The book I'm currently reading is The Ruby Circle by Rochelle Mead. This is the 6th and final book in the Bloodline series by her, which is the spin-off of Vampire Academy. If you are unfamiliar, I am about a little bit more than halfway through. I'm really enjoying it. I guess the only downside of this book is how short it is, but I'm really enjoying it. So for my February TBR, I only have 3 books planned. I kind of want to keep it open, but the first book that I have planned is The Iron Trial by Cassandra Clare and Holly Black. Recently, the cover for the second book was revealed and it looks fantastic, so I cannot wait to dive into this. I've heard nothing but good things. A second book that I want to read is If I Were You by Lisa Renee Jones. This is an adult romance book. I was recommended to it by a friend, so I'm definitely going to check it out this month. It seems pretty interesting. It kind of became popular here on BookTube. A few of the more popular booktubers got it for review and I think they enjoyed it, so I'm excited to read it. It's about this woman who finds a journal and then sort of lives vicariously through this woman's journal, I think. I don't know. The last book I want to read this month is Fairest by Marissa Meyer. Yeah, that's, I mean, all you have to say about it. And this inside cover is so beautiful. I didn't actually believe the pictures online until I actually seen it, because it's so nice. So I cannot wait to dive into this. So those are all the books I read in the month of January and planning on reading in the month of February. Let me know down below what you read in the month of January. Thanks for watching. Bye.